Bellator Radio with your host, Gen-T.
Yeah, fucking Jen is a warlord.
Possible, like impossible for you to let people down. What becomes available, and we're seeing it on your face, can let people down.
I'm free.
Like, really feel that. You have so much love to give, buddy, and there's so many people without even knowing who they are who just adore you, that there's that subtle veil that now gets to be dropped, and that's true intimacy. You get to really connect with people in a way that you do try, and I'm going to give you moments. You do, for sure, connect with people. But in the absence of the identity of a you that let people down, and that is dissolved, there is just pure connection. And that is the access to the whole gamut of what it means to be human.
Yeah. I mean, I think you've cut to I think one of the reasons why I'm emotional is you've actually cut to I think the greatest fear that I have.
Yeah.
It's the thing that's been the most constricting, because it's not, when I look at my fears, it's not fear of death. It's not fear of all these other things, even it used to be fear of pain and suffering. And of course I have preferences, and I do want to talk to you about preference after this, just as a footnote. But my fear of letting people down. Yeah. Like, I came here with the potential to do something great, and I could fail that potential, and I could let people down. Yeah. Is my deepest fear.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rambo Per Radio, RamboPerRadio.com. I am your host, Gen-T, Twitter and Instagram at Gen-T523. I apologize for my tardiness on delivering this podcast to you. I had initially recorded a podcast on Tuesday night, and it was in the midst of working a double shift, and was not of sound mind, was severely exhausted. And when I went back and listened to it, it was nothing but a bunch of mumbles. And I wanted to kind of publish it just so you could hear me rambling about nothing, because I was half asleep, half awake. But then I realized, they said, you know what? This is important to me. The 12 people who listen to my show are relying on me to deliver something important, some content. And what I can't have is A, people calling me while I'm on the air, and B, I cannot have a podcast be that bad on my name. I've had some pretty bad ones, but mumbling, it's just not going to happen. I sounded like one of those mumble rappers. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to piece together the good bits of the podcast that was in there mixed with this one. But I wanted to touch on the clip that I played from you. It was from the AMP podcast, the Aubrey Marcus podcast, number 240, with special guest Peter Crone, and talking about being a human and the importance of allowing yourself to make mistakes and grow from those mistakes. One of those things he was talking about, there's a few things that he touched in that show, but the clip that I played you specifically is one of my biggest fears is letting people down. All 12 of you listening, you've been hearing me going through my ups and downs with my emotional eating and the gay rage as I have, and my weight loss journey, which has been since the age of 4. And I don't want to let y'all down. Here I am, Team Patty McFatty, and I'm desperately trying to be Team Skinny Minnie. And it's fucking hard work. I've been eating nothing but salads every fucking day. Sometimes a salad at breakfast and lunch, or sometimes a salad at lunch and dinner. Just salad. Let me let it take you down. Let me take you down to Salad Town. Some salads, I've been so desperate to lose this weight, some salads with no dressing at all. And I'll literally vomit and I'll eat it still. I'll like throw up in my mouth and I'll eat it still because I'm like, I gotta get these pounds off. I gotta get these pounds off. Son of a bitch. This is disgusting. But hearing that clip, that just awakened one of the things that I've been suppressing. And I don't know about you, but the fear of letting people down is a big deal in my life. There's a lot of things that I'm passionate about. And so when you stick your neck out there, like martial arts, you get out there and you fight, there's a chance that you're going to lose. You're more likely, it's a 50-50 shot. You're either going to win or you're going to lose. And it's embarrassing when you lose. You don't want to be the loser. When I do this podcast and it's not as good as it should be, you don't want to put that out. You don't want to embarrass yourself too much. I mean, I embarrass myself a lot on here, but that would have been really bad. That would have been terrible. So there are a certain group of individuals that I love and respect, and I cherish their opinion. And it would suck for me to not succeed in the things that I'm passionate about, like DJing or losing weight. I don't want to let those people down, and it really upsets me to the point where I try not to think about it. I try not to give that an option, but what Peter was saying is that you do have to consider that option because you're a human being and you're going to make mistakes. Since I've been on this weight loss journey since I was 4, there's been plenty of mistakes. There's been a lot of success. When I was younger, it was definitely easier. And then having your ovaries and your cervix removed is not very helpful for your weight loss goals, especially when you're on medication that basically tells your brain to eat all the time. That sucked. So I went through a time period where I, against doctor's orders, went off this medication because I don't want to be constantly eating. A side effect of medicine is, hey, you're going to be pain-free, but you're going to want to eat everything in sight. No, thank you. Jog off. I don't want that in my life. So I've gone through stages of ups and downs, and I'm sure you listening, you've done that too. It's almost paralyzing sometimes for me, though, because the fear of making the mistake and being so afraid to not make the mistake that I just don't act, which is a mistake by not doing anything. By choosing to not do something or take care of the problem still is there. It never goes away. You can sweep it under the rug, but it still lives under the rug. So, and I know for me that the biggest concern is I need to get this weight down. I know if I lose this weight that it can change my life. I firmly believe that me losing 50 pounds will change my life. Maybe I might not, win the lottery or something, but at least my clothing budget would be a little bit cheaper. It's expensive buying big sizes. Come on. So I'm just like, this is important to me. And a lot of people are like, you can do this. I know you can do this. And a lot of these same people that are telling me you can do this have been telling me I can do this for a long time. And I'm sure they're sick of telling me that I can do this. But I feel this time around, this is the time around where I know that I have to get this done or I'm going to be a complete failure. I'm going to be an embarrassment and I'm going to let a lot of people who are supporting me down. It just takes me time. I have to do things on my own pace. I'm discovering. I've always sort of compared myself to what other peers or my age group are doing. But in the last 3 or 4 years, I'm learning that we are definitely not the same. All of us listening, we are not the same. So it is foolish of me to compare myself to somebody in my age group or somebody as the same race as me, what levels we should be at socially or with our weight or economically. We're all different. We're all on our own path. And I'm learning it's just important to keep moving, but to also take the time to take a step back and evaluate things. So I liked listening to that podcast. I highly recommend that you go and listen to it if you haven't already. One other thing he talked about, and I don't have a clip for it because I don't feel like digging for it, so sue me. He talked about how, Aubrey talked about how he doesn't want to let people down because if he lets people down, then emotionally is hurtful, as well as monetarily it hurts his wallet, and specifically related to if he loses his company, that he won't be able to afford his house note on his place in Sedona, Arizona. And Sedona is this beautiful, magical place for him. He feels most free there. And Peter explains to him, but Sedona is just a place. You can feel free anywhere that you are, but you need to retrain your mind into thinking so. You need to allow yourself to be free. The problem is a lot of us are so rigid, or if I go to Hawaii, that's my home, or if I am in Italy, this is home for me. This is sweet paradise. I don't want to leave. You travel somewhere and you think this is home. But really, the important thing that Peter was saying that we need to look at is wherever you are at, it's home. You need to get in the habit of retraining your mind that you can create this peace from within. It doesn't have to be a place on a map that you go to. It doesn't have to be your vacation house and at the beach or in the mountains, your cabin in the mountains, that you can create this paradise within yourself. All you have to do is just let go and be free in that moment, wherever you're at. If you're longing to be free of stress and trials and tribulations, you are completely allowed to take the time out and just be free. Just be you. Now, obviously, there are things that we have to do. We have to go to work. We have to pay bills. But you don't necessarily need to travel thousands of miles or spend thousands of dollars to be on vacation. You can get those feelings within yourself, wherever you're at. You just have to be in the right mindset. So I really like that a lot. And speaking of freedom, I want to talk about two different individuals at my work. We were just casually chatting about some things. And one of the things that I mentioned with a separate coworker was how I'm on this weight loss journey. And he was telling me that he sees my posts and it motivates him. And if y'all saw my coworker is jacked. He is jacked. He doesn't need any motivation. He's already fucking there. You understand? So I was kind of taken back that he's like, you motivate me to go to the gym. I'm like, what? How? You already got the six pack. You already got the girl of your dreams. You already got the house. You already got the car. You already got everything. How could a poor Patty McFatty motivate you? I was taken back. I was like, oh, wow, that trips me out. I never expected myself in the state of my body to motivate somebody who is already in shape, who is actually in the place that I'm trying to get to. But he says that motivates him to go to the gym. I'm like, oh, okay. And I just walked away and I was just like, damn, that's weird. And then in the same conversation, he said that he's proud of me taking up this fitness challenge and committing to doing this. And the comment he made kind of stopped me in my tracks for a minute. He said that, it's a good thing you don't have a life or you don't have a wife, that you have time to get this done. And I'm just like, At first I was offended. And then I was like, you know what? That comment he made, it was a reflection of him. It wasn't a reflection of you. Going to the gym is my life. If that's what I want my life to be, then that is my life. So for him to say that good thing you don't have a life or a wife, like implying like, oh, because I don't have a partner or I don't have a wife or I don't have a girlfriend, that I don't have a life? I was just like, man, because those are the two things I've been after my whole life is being in shape and having a good partner, right? But for him to say that, I was like, whoa, what the? Hey, you mother. Wait a minute. This ain't about me now. That's about you. He's got the wife, the car, the house, the boat, the job, the everything, the pay, the body. He's got it all. He's got it all. But deep down inside, based on that comment, I'm interpreting that he feels like he has no life. He's telling me this, not knowing that I've committed myself to making the gym my life. That is my life. Now, it isn't everything that I do, but it's something that I like to do a lot. I love going to the gym. That's not my problem. It's the eating part. And the eating part has stemmed from me not loving myself. I'm working on that each day, but that is one of my kryptonites, okay? I have many, but that is my major kryptonite. So initially I got mad about that comment, but then I brought it back in. I was like, oh, damn, you're actually talking about yourself, that you have everything that I could want, but yet you are unhappy. So I was like, damn. After work, I went to the gym. Okay, I went to my kickboxing class, and then I stayed for another kickboxing class. And then after that, I went and I walked 3 miles at the gym, and I felt like $1 million. That just motivated me to work harder. I'm just like, you know what? If you think I don't have a life, then good for you, because I do have a life. It's going to the gym. It's staying fit and healthy. And it's helping me with my emotional eating. I think that's a sound life to me, going to the gym. I love that. When I'm not at the gym, obviously resting, that I like to make people laugh. I post funny videos on social media. That's another hobby I have. And if I'm not doing that, I'm probably writing jokes that I think about, and I put it in my little joke journal, or I use my little tech deck. And then lastly, I love to DJ. I love to be listening to music. I stayed up till 3 a.m. the other day listening to music. Come on. How many people do that? I just could not sleep. I had to hear this song. And then when that song went off, I had to hear another song. And then when that song went off, I had to hear another song. To the point where I set an alarm on my phone that beat me, said, okay, enough, bedtime. You got to go to bed, lady. You got things to do. I have the life. I just took somebody telling me that I didn't for me to step back and say, oh, that is not true. You only see a small sliver of me at work. You only hear a small sliver of what you want to hear at work. The truth of the matter is, I have a life. I got the life. I got the life. It just took me some time to realize it. Now, obviously, there are things that I want to tune. There are some fine things that can be tuned, like getting a better job. It's not necessarily pay, but just getting a better job, a healthier work environment, my fitness, maybe trying this love thing. There are little improvements to be made, because there's always room for improvement. And if you think you've gotten everything under control, well, you're sadly mistaken. But this whole time I've been chasing this certain kind of life that I've wanted, and not really realizing that I already have the life. I got the life. I take breath into my lungs. I'm broke, but I'm happy. I might not monetarily be all right, but I'm happy. I get to open my eyes and see a beautiful sunrise and a sunset, and I live to see another day. Some people don't get that opportunity. So hearing that comment, I know I've kind of sputtered off, but hearing that comment, it really just invigorated me, saying, you know what? Stop wasting time. You got things to do. You've got things to check off your list before you die. Because I don't know if that's tomorrow. I don't know if it's next week. I don't know if it's next month or next year or 20 years. I don't know. But there's some things that I want to do before I go. Him saying that just revitalized my journey. I mean, I was already hyped, but now he made me really hyped. I'm like, you know what, motherfucker, you think I don't have a life? Let me show you something. Boom. I'm at the gym. Boom. I'm posting I'm at the gym again. Boom, boom, boom. Taking a dance class. Boom. I'm kickboxing. How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way. I love it. The second coworker I talked to this week, we were chatting about my current situation working at a night at the museum, aka Chino, and how I've asked to not work there anymore because it sucks donkey dick and it's not very productive to my spirit. I mean, working for the company that I work for in general is not very productive to my spirit, but I do get to help more people at my home store more than I do Chino. So, and I like helping people. So that is the focus, to help people. I like helping people. But could you, it's been 5 years. How about a raise, fam? Can I get a raise? Is that all right? Can I get a raise, or y'all gonna make me just stay on my hustle and sell shit on eBay? Are y'all gonna make me just DJ parties and weddings on the weekends, or even DJ during the week if I have to? Are y'all gonna have me standing on the street corner begging for tips? Fine. I'm already picking up recyclables anyway, so why the hell not? I'm on my hustle. That's it. There's no shame in my game. So, but getting sidetracked here. Speaking of this coworker, just talking about the situation, and this individual mentioned that it was not fair that, you know, I was told that I could go help out, do this individual a favor, and then when I wanted to come back to my home store that I could, and then when I did ask for it and did not get it, it made me very disappointed in the person who promised me, who said that, hey, and it's not just anybody, this is somebody in charge. Hey, if you do this favor for us, whenever you're ready to come back, you can come back. Cool. I'm ready to come back. Been ready to come back. Can't come back. So, knowing that this individual's word cannot be trusted, this other coworker was like, you know, that just sucks. It's just part of the many things that's wrong with this company. You know, a lot of promises they don't keep. And I said, you know, that's fine. Y'all can make all the empty promises you want, because you know why? I got a game plan. I was informed of a situation where my future, if things go according to plan, which most of the time they don't, but for the most part, my future is pretty set as far as economically. My mom has a bajillion antiques that are worth thousands of dollars that she told me to sell. So I'm like, sweet. My aunt has given me her antiques since she's no longer living. Sweet. I've been selling them things like hotcakes. So, and the money that I've been using from my eBay store, I've been using that to pay off my credit card debt. Little splurge here and there, but I've been smart with it. And I'm not just going to close up my eBay store when the credit card debt goes away. I'm going to use that as my retirement fund. I'm not touching that money. eBay's my retirement fund. So, with knowing that, I told my coworker, I said, you know, financially, I'm good. I think I'll be all right. I might not be right now, but I said, down the road, I think I see myself pulling this plane up right out of here. And he goes, oh yeah, I said the same thing after I'd been working here for 15 years, and I said that I would quit, and I didn't, and I'm still here. I hate it, but you know, that's how that goes. You're already past the 15-year mark, so you're probably going to stay. And he just laughed, and I was like, wow. Good thing you don't know me, motherfucker. Good thing, because I just fucking told you what my plan is. I just told you what's going on with my life. Not that we're homies or whatever, but I just told you. I got my eBay store. It's on and popping. It might not be the busiest between the months of January through September, but October, November, December, I'm at the post office every damn day. So, you are wrong, sir. You are so wrong. You are off. You are wrong. He said, yeah, you're probably just going to stay here. And I'm just like, nah, no, I'm not. Because I said, I'm learning to be an instructor at Neo Martial Arts. And I said, at the end of the year, they're opening an employee budget. And my teacher, my sensei, told me, if I lose weight, if I can show him that I can lose this weight, that he wants to hire me. He could potentially hire me. Now, am I going to get rich off this hiring? No. I'm probably still going to have to work my shitty ass job. But that would probably mean that I would work less days at my shitty ass job, which would eventually lead to no days at my shitty ass job. Do you get what I'm saying? And then he goes, oh yeah, I forgot you're doing the teaching thing. And I was like, yeah, bro, I got a plan. Just because you didn't jump doesn't mean I won't. So I walked away and I thought to myself, this individual who laughed and said, because I've already been working there for 15 years that I'm never going to leave. This individual's life. This is no judgment. These are facts. This individual is probably old enough to be my father, who has worked there since he was a teenager. That is his life. He goes to work. He doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have kids. His family lives back east. His mom and dad have passed away. He lives alone with his cat. And there's nothing wrong with that, but he is very sad. And at one point, this individual came up to me. We're not even really friends. We're associates that work together, but we're friendly. But this individual one day came to me and said he was going to kill himself. He has stages of depression, and there's no judgment on the depression, but when you have a life where you've got no wife, no kids, you're working a dead-end job, you're up till God knows when on the computer pretending to engage in relationships with Nigerian princes. Oh, damn, I shouldn't laugh. But just knowing that that's that individual's life, and for him to stand there and tell me that I'm going to do the same thing he's doing, no. Sorry. I use him. I didn't want to tell him that to his face because that would probably devastate him, but I use him as a marker. He is everything I do not want to be. Unhappy. He's very sad. He has moments of brightness, which are great, and he's lovable to be around when he's in that state. But most of the time, he's just, I got this, and I got that. Just very down, just very negative. It's like a black cloud. Just sucks the life out of you. And initially, after he made that comment that I would be staying at this job that I'm working at for the rest of my life, and laughed at me because he said the same thing I said. The difference between us is I'm doing things to act on it. I'm going to the gym. I'm exercising. I'm setting goals for myself. This individual, his goal is how many Starbucks espresso shots can he drink before he goes to cardiac arrest? How many days until the next basketball game is on TV and I can call off work and stay home and just lay on the couch all day and not do a damn thing? How many sodas can I drink before I get diabetes? He just does not care about himself or his life. That's a fact. That's not assumptions. These are things that this person has told me. And for the few coworkers that listen to this show, they already know who the fuck I'm talking about. I don't even have to say this motherfucker's name. It's sad. It really is fucking sad. But to think that this individual was going to try and pass on their sad vibes to me, no, sir. Get the fuck out of here with that. I ain't having that. No. So I used those two coworkers this week to motivate me to work out extra hard, to eat clean, and stay on the course. Stay the course to see these goals to the end. And that's what I'm going to do. So now, enough with the heavy stuff. Enough with the crazy, sad, whatever the fuck that was. I want to play a game. It's called Guess the Race. I was in the sauna. And this individual, young man, came into the sauna. He had on a priest collar, okay, like a priest. I don't believe he was a priest, but he had on like a button-up shirt with a white collar like he was a priest in the sauna, all buttoned up. Had some homemade LA, Los Angeles tattoos on his legs. And when I say homemade, I can tell homemade tattoos. The line work was very suspect and crooked. Just all bad. Just all fucking bad. And he had a rosary tattooed on one hand, but his right hand had a tattoo. He had the shoe company Fila tattooed on his hand. But motherfucker had Nikes on his feet. How, Sway? How?
Sway, take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
I want y'all to guess the race. I'm gonna give you some time here. Do you have your race in mind? He was Korean. What the hell? Oh, dear God in heaven. I was like, damn. What the hell? Where did you come from, fam? You're Korean. You got a Catholic priest shirt on. Some janky-ass homemade tattoos. They call them scratchers. Yeah, these scratcher tattoos. But the best one was the Fila tattoo with the Nikes on the feet. Hey! Which one is it, bruh? Are you Team Fila or are you Team Nike? If you get Fila tattooed on your hand. So no matter what outfit you are wearing, your hand is exposed. You go to shake somebody's hand and it says Fila on it. God damn it. But then he's got Nikes on his feet. I was like, oh, fam, you are fucked up. Then shortly after that, so my Korean fam is in the corner. It's me, the Korean dude with the homemade tattoos, and then another race walks in, and I want y'all to guess this race as well. So we're in an 190 degree room in the sauna, okay? This dude walks in, blasting rap music, throwing up gang signs, and sea walking while he's on Instagram Live in the sauna. It is too hot to be that motherfucking extra in the sauna. Look, all you have the energy to do in the sauna is maybe a couple sit-ups, some push-ups, maybe shadow box, stand up or sit down. Like, that's it. The fact that this guy was crip walking, throwing up gang signs to his followers on social media, I was like, what is going on here? What the hell?
What the hell is going on here?
What is the race of this young man? He's wearing a wife beater. He's playing rap music. Shaved head. Some Dickies shorts on. He's throwing up gang signs and sea walking. Do 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 do. It was a white guy. What? I'm sitting there in the corner between the guy with the Fila tattoo and the white guy throwing up gang signs. Another black guy walks in and he's buff as fuck. And you can tell, like, he don't play games. He's at the gym. He's got his workout on. He's in the sauna to relax and just hang out. And he sees this dude, my guy, throwing up gang signs and sea walking and being extra. He looked at him. He's like, yo. He's like, are you having a seizure, dog? He's like, are you all right? And then the white guy looked up and took the headphones off. He's like, oh, no, cuz. I'm fine. I ain't tripping, cuz. And then went back to like talking on his Instagram live. And the black guy was like, I'm out of here. Fuck this. I was like, oh shit, my time is not over. Take me with you, fam. He was like, are you having a seizure? Are you all right, cuz? Oh my God. And the white guy had like a black accent. It was just fucking bizarre. And my Korean dude was sitting in the corner all quiet. And I'm just like, man, what the hell? What did I walk into? Some kind of weird gang war here in the sauna? I don't know. I'm a head out. Oh, Jesus God. Okay, now's the point where I'm going to join this up with the rest of the podcast that I previously recorded. And 3, 2, 1, go. No, Taurus, he's back. Conor McGregor is back. And he demolished Cowboy Cerrone in under 40 fucking seconds. I'm still shook, fam. But you know who else is back? Miss Cleo. Because I hit all me bets. Well, actually, no. I missed the Macy Barber bet, which we'll get into that in a minute. She lost to the cosplayer. What the fuck? Yo, you got your ass handed to by the Happy Warrior. You should quit the UFC if you lose to her. She's trash. The Claudia Gadeja fight didn't even happen because Alex Grasso and her fucking panza was overweight 5 pounds, and the state athletic commission will not let you fight if it's over 3 pounds. So this bitch came unprepared, did not make weight, and so they canceled the fight. Son of a bitch. Could have gotten free money right there. And the other loss I took was the JJ Aldrich fight. I lost on that, but I didn't pick that on here publicly, so that was a top secret bet. But I did. Not only did I win the majority of my bets, I then took the bets that I won because I was so confident that I would win, that Miss Cleo would win, that I double stacked my bets, meaning I parlayed my winners on top of each other, which means I won a bet on top of a bet. Hell yeah! Oh my God. I just love making lunch money from the comfort of my bed. But when I talk about this UFC wrap up, starting with Macy Barber, Roxanne Modafferi fight, as I told you guys before last week, if you didn't know who the Happy Warrior was, that she was just a miniature version of a cosplayer or somebody you would see at Comic-Con who just happens to be employed by the UFC, surprisingly. Her striking is terrible, but her jiu-jitsu is very good. But apparently, she worked on her striking and fought Macy Barber, who was 8-0 and should have won the fight. But I guess in the second round, Macy Barber tore her ACL, but the ref didn't see it, so she continued to fight with a torn ACL in the second round, but pretty much got her ass beat. Let's be real. Roxanne picked her apart. This fight, I have to be fair, I didn't see all of it. I just saw the highlights. And the reason being was because I was fed up, y'all. I didn't want to sit there for another time and watch Roxanne get beat up again. I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't want to see this chick get beaten like a redheaded stepchild. I had to leave the room. So I went to go make a sandwich. And when I came back, the other chick was covered in blood. Holy shit. Holy shit. I went, what? You got your ass beat by a cosplayer, fam. Yo, Macy Barber got her ass beat. So, congrats to Roxanne Modafferi on that. I'm proud of her because she is a terrible fighter. But if she can get a win, that is good. That's good for her. That helps boost her already high confidence. But Macy Barber, though, I was actually displeased with Macy Barber, and it has actually come out today in the press that her and her father are chirping about how Roxanne didn't really win, and Macy tore her ACL in the first round. That's why she didn't fight back. No, sweets, you tore your ACL in the second round. And secondly, you fucking lost. Whether you tore it in the first round, the second round, or the 10th round, you didn't fucking get your hand raised. You got that ass beat. And if you weren't able to fight, then you should have asked for your corner to throw in the towel or gotten the referee's attention to quit. Don't stay in the ring and thinking you're going to fight your way out of it and then say, oh yeah, I beat the chick with no hands. I beat the chick who can't box with a torn ACL. I beat her with one leg. Like, bitch, we know what you were doing and you failed. You lost. Roxanne won. So her and her dad are out doing press now or whatever. They continue to talk about this fight. Today is Wednesday. That was Saturday. And she's completely dogging Roxanne, discrediting her win. She got the hand raise. She got the W. A win's a win. If you go and look at her records, it shows that Macy Barber lost to the Happy Warrior. There's nothing you can do. Even if you run the fight back, you still lost the fight. You're just going to fight again. In my opinion, true warriors are humble in victory and in defeat. And as soon as the fight was over, Macy Barber grabs the microphone from Joe Rogan and is complaining and saying this, that, and the other. And then now her father today is saying, oh, well, she was hurt the whole time, so she couldn't fight her fight. No, man, you're full of shit. My mama said you got brown eyes 'cause you're full of shit. It just makes you look terrible, and it affirms, in my opinion, that she should have lost because her ego needs a loss right now. You needed to lose to the worst fighter in the UFC. Like this, like Roxanne is the Brooklyn Brawler. If you watched WWE when you were kids or WWF, then you knew the Brooklyn Brawler came out. He came out to lose to everyone. Okay? Roxanne Modafferi is the Brooklyn Brawler of the UFC. She is going to lose. But again, Saturday she got it done. Give the chick some respect, all right? Don't be a sore loser. I don't like it. Conor McGregor and Cowboy Cerrone fight. Well, it was to be as expected if the fight ended early. I said that Conor would win, but if the fight went longer, Cowboy would win. Well, in the start, as soon as the bell rang, Conor tried his patented left-hand punch, And Cowboy knew it was coming, so he ducked under it. But when he ducked under it and grabbed Conor McGregor and they were in a clinch, Conor McGregor, took a step back and a lunge and then threw a shoulder punch. He just threw his whole shoulder into Cowboy Cerrone's face and smashed up his nose and smashed up his eye. And in my opinion, it dazed him. And once Cerrone was able to break away, then Conor came in with the 1-2 head kick. And the head kick got him under the chin, but because Cowboy Cerrone has been in so many wars, sadly, he's got a biscuit chin, and was easily dropped with just the toes. It wasn't even a flush head kick with the full foot or the heel or the instep. It was the toes under the chin, and it got Cerrone. And then, of course, Conor was able to follow up with the explosive, notorious left hand, and destroyed Cowboy Cerrone. Sad and grateful to watch, because I understand that Conor needed that win for his legacy. Cowboy Cerrone just needed that win so he's not looking bad, because now he's on a 3-fight losing streak, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Conor, Tony, Gaethje. He's on a 3-fight losing streak here, so it's not looking good for Cowboy. I don't expect Cowboy to be just sent off to Bellator just yet. I feel like the UFC likes that he'll fight anybody, anywhere, anytime, but eventually that's going to get old. So I hope for Cowboy's sake that his next opponent is somebody he can beat. For Christ's sake, you're going to be out of a job soon, bruh. And as for Conor, now that this sort of reinstates his legacy, there are 4, maybe 6 potential fights floating around, and we're going to go over those. The first fight is Jorge Masvidal. The second fight is Justin Gaethje. The third fight is Diaz trilogy. And the fourth fight is the winner of Khabib Turd Ferguson. And then 2, not 1, but 2 stupid boxing fights. 2 stupid boxing fights. He wants to fight Floyd Mayweather again, or he wants to fight Manny Pacquiao. I say exeno to all of those fights. I wish that Conor would retire while he still can, because all of those fights he's going to get his ass beat, with the exception of the Diaz fight. I feel like the Diaz fight is probably the last win he could get, just because Diaz likes to just wait around and take the fight to the later rounds, because obviously that's his advantage, and it's a disadvantage to Conor. But in rounds 1, 2, and 3, Diaz is not concerned about getting finished, and that's exactly what Conor is trying to do. He's trying to knock your damn ass out. So I feel like that is the sensible fight to make, and then to walk away from the fucking sport. Just walk away while you still can, while you still have your wits about you. Don't walk away on a loss, because it's going to happen. It's going to fucking happen, just like it did with the Khabib fight. He walked away on a loss, so all of the cards were stacked against him this fight, and he got it done. But now he wants Jorge Masvidal. Now he wants Usman. Now he wants the winner of Khabib, Tony Ferguson. Now he wants... It's like, nah, man, these guys are way bigger than you, and they cut to 170. Usman is going to just wrestle him to death like Khabib did. Tony is just too awkward for Conor. And let's see, Justin Gaethje can withstand some serious punches, but I feel like he could potentially get that done. And Jorge Masvidal is on a tear. He's on like a 10-fight win streak. He will destroy Conor. Conor is way over his head, per as usual. So I hope to God that somebody will smack some sense into him and have him fight the Diaz fight and then call it a day. Because if he fights anybody else, he's going to lose. I just know it. He's just going to lose. Let's see here. This Friday, if I'm not mistaken, Friday or Saturday, we have Bellator 238. I've got your Bellator 238 picks. Do you love money? Do you love money? Then put every single red cent you've got on Raymond Daniels. This guy is a glory kickboxing champion. He's a fucking beast. He's an unorthodox striker. whoever he is fighting, which appears to be a silhouette, so the Joker, the Riddler, he is going to beat the ever-living dog shit out of them. Put all your money on Raymond Daniels. Next up, we got Sergio Pettis, recently released from the UFC and is now in Bellator. And I say that he gets this done. I think Sergio Pettis is better than most of the crop in Bellator. And then finally, we've got Julia Budd versus Chris Cyborg. I believe Julia Budd has the size and the strength to survive the storm of the Cyborg, and she will be victorious. So if you want to take a chance, I'm sure Julia is an underdog. Take an underdog bet here would be Julia. And then, of course, your favorite pick would be Raymond Daniels for the win. I want to talk to you guys about some TVs and movies that I've been watching this week. I watched The Joker again. Man, what a fantastic movie. I was very hesitant to watch this Joker movie because I'm a Heath Ledger man girl, and he did such a fabulous job. I just do not believe that anybody could top, that anybody could do better than Heath Ledger. And Suicide Squad came out, and it was Jared Leto. And Jared Leto sucked donkey dicks. My God. What the hell? That movie should have been destroyed and never seen the light of day. Oh my God. It's fucking awful. I guess the only saving grace of that movie is my favorite lesbot, you're welcome, Cara Delevingne. Hola, mommy. Mucho gusto. That's about the only thing that saves that movie. And oh yes, we cannot forget about the Ola mommy of all Ola mommies, the Ola mommy. Mucho gusto. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Yeesh. Mama baby, I feel like Johnny Bravo. My God, they should just have those two do laps and get rid of the rest of the people in the movie. That movie was trash, okay? But I have to give my hats off to Joaquin Phoenix. He did a fabulous job playing the Joker. I'm still fucking confused if it's real or fake. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I love the movie. It was really good. Caught me with a surprise at the end, but for the most part, I was like, man, this is awesome. I've got to tell you guys about Uncut Gems. And this movie is a hit or miss for me. I loved the plot as far as Uncut Gems is about, and spoiler alert, about a jeweler who has a gambling problem. So I love that there's the gambling. I love the celebrity appearances in the movie. I love the parts that are funny. Now here comes the bad stuff. Oh, one more good thing. The Ola mommies in there, of course, are amazing. So now the bad stuff. I just could not get behind Adam Sandler's character. If Adam Sandler is not making me laugh constantly, like in Mr. Deeds or Little Nicky or Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, the list goes on. It's very difficult for me to see him in a somewhat serious character. It just didn't sit well with me. I was struggling to the point where I fell asleep, and then I watched it again and fell asleep again. I just was like, what's taking so long with this story? Why are we lagging? What is the deal? They're saying Uncut Gems is the movie of the year. Okay, whoop-de-fucking-whoop. I don't think so. I think it was okay. It was just okay. A lot of people were like, this is fire. This is the best movie. Nah. I'll tell you what the best movie is, and you got to see it. Parasite, a Korean film that has subtitles and that you can watch, and it's very unique. The way this movie is shot is immaculate. I mean, the angles, the dramatic effects, it is so good. I highly recommend Parasite if you can. Either, I don't know if it's still in the theaters or not, but find a way to see this fucking movie because it's amazing, okay? And you will thank me later. And matter of fact, if you've seen Uncut Gems and you haven't seen Parasite, watch Parasite and then get back to me because I think you're going to tell me that Parasite is better than Uncut Gems. You're welcome. I did watch the Aaron Hernandez documentary on Netflix, and I was really trying to avoid watching this documentary because I just didn't want to know how bad it was. I just didn't want to know how bad the pain was, how fucked up this guy is. And then even some of these CTE kind of stuff, it actually scares me, and I'll get into that for my situation. So with the Aaron Hernandez documentary, so my background with Aaron Hernandez is, not that I know him, but just I've been following his trajectory up until the murders. So I followed him at Florida, University of Florida, and I followed his career from college to throughout, the NFL till obviously the murders happened, and then he was let go from the Patriots. But when the murders were going on, I was not really sure what was going on. I was very lost because there was a lot going on. I had heard that somebody was shot, didn't know why. Aaron happened to be there, or he may or may not have pulled the trigger. There was just so many things going on, and so rather than me do the research, I just said, I don't want to dive into this. I don't want to think about this amazing Hall of Famer-like football player with amazing skills be caught up in this. I didn't want to believe it. I knew something was there, but a part of me was like, maybe this is just a mistaken identity. This is an accident, or maybe they used his gun and it's got his fingerprints. So, come to find out that this guy is a complete scumbag and a murderer, and not just a murderer of Odin Lloyd, that he's responsible for 2 other instances for shooting 2 other people. So on paper, Aaron Hernandez has killed 5 people in a similar situation, gunned down in a car, gunned down after a heated incident, gunned down after something ridiculous. And I just I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't understand how you could get paid $50 million for 4 years and then turn around and just shoot somebody. But as you get into the documentary, they start to explain some things to you, and then it kind of sort of makes sense. I personally don't think it's related to CTE, maybe because CTE has a lot of impulse issue, because that part of the brain gets damaged. So the lack of impulse, self-control. Aaron just kind of had a fucked up childhood. And to get away from that fucked up childhood, he started to hang out with people he shouldn't be hanging out with and got into trouble. Just a lot of unresolved issues, and having that CT and a lack of impulse that got him into trouble with law enforcement, and eventually it got other people killed. And it's very sad. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but I guess why I brought it up is because the main reason why I was avoiding it is because I knew they were going to talk about CTE. And CTE is something that I'm concerned about. I don't really get scared about too many things. Maybe jumping out of a plane, maybe doing stand-up comedy. Not even that. I would actually welcome that, to be fair. One of these days I can get down there. But the CTE, the level of hits that I've taken to my head from rugby, from flag football, not even tackle football, from flag football. I got hurt more in flag football than I did in tackle football. Flag football, they think they're trying to play it safe by not having you wear the pads or the helmet, but people still get concussions. People still get hurt. I was diving into people. I didn't care. I didn't care about my body because I was young. I was young and dumb. So I was taking people out. I was diving into people, all kinds of crazy stuff. But I encourage all of you to go and watch this Aaron Hernandez documentary if you haven't already done so. I'm hearing reports from people via social media that there are some things, a lot of the movie has been stretched to make it entertaining. I would have to politely disagree. They've got phone calls from Aaron and his mom. And I'm not surprised that Aaron turned out the way that he turned out because of his family upbringing. Potentially, I'm not 100% sold on the whole bisexuality. Just because it came after his death, he wasn't alive to dispute these claims or give some sort of any signs or clues about it. To be fair, it seems like they did have another closeted gay NFL player who played on the same team as him on there. And then they also had allegedly somebody who he played football with in high school. They were hooking up together. So, and then shortly after they died, they showed another individual who was like his boyfriend in prison or something. I don't know. But it kind of broke my heart because I feel like if it's true, if he was bisexual or if he was indeed homosexual, it made me sad that this wasn't allowed in his home. And had these feelings not be repressed, maybe some individuals would be alive today. Got to get rid of this ass backward thinking. Listen, if your child tells you that they might be into dolls and they're a little boy, leave him alone. Let him figure it out. Maybe he is gay. Maybe he's not. Maybe he likes dolls, but he's just a straight dude. Fine. But to sit there and beat him, to make comments, the mom made comments, it's just disgusting. I have zero tolerance for that. Watching this documentary, you kind of sort of feel bad, but you also know that you know the difference between right and wrong. And just because you've had a bad childhood, just because you're a closeted homosexual with the gay rage, does not give you the right to kill 5 people in 3 separate instances. I'm sorry I'm laughing, but it's crazy. That's crazy talk. You have, even though, with CTEs lacking self-control, you got to talk to somebody. You got to be wise to who you're hanging out with and choose your friends wisely and who you hang out with. Because if you're hanging out with convicted felons and murderers and thieves, chances are you're going to get caught up in that. And I don't think it's a lifestyle it's appropriate for a football player who makes $50 million a year to be a part of, or a football player who has a wife and a child. It just doesn't seem right. So please go watch that Aaron Hernandez documentary and let me know. I want to hear your thoughts. Some current events. Ladies. Hello, ladies. That's right. This just in. Your dear host, Rambo Oprah, is down 5 pounds. That means 45 more pounds to go. 11 more months, less than 10 and a half months, because January is almost over. It's almost a wrap. I will be 50 pounds lighter. That's right, fam. That's right. I got on the scale on Tuesday and I weighed in at 245. So that means I'm down 5 pounds in a month. You're welcome. I'm so happy, guys. I'm so happy because I know that if I'm 50 pounds lighter, that means I'm going to be 50 pounds lighter, which means I will be faster with my running. I'm going to be stronger with my lifts. I'm going to be more flexible in my kickboxing class. And oh yeah, I'm going to be irresistible to the ladies like Val Venus. Hello, ladies. But most importantly, I'm going to be healthy, and that's what I want. I can no longer do this overweight thing. I'm over it. But I want to ask the ladies a question. There is some rumors going around. There are some things circulating via social media, via the news, via your friends and family. If a friend, if a bestie, if a family member, if your tío or your auntie or your abuela or abuelito or your tata or your nona tells you that you should put tobacco in your vag to enhance your sex life, you tell them to go jog off, because people are getting tobacco poisoning for putting tobacco in the vag. Hey, listen, ladies, you probably shouldn't, but you're supposed to smoke it, right? What are you doing putting it in your vajayjay? I guess it's one of these trendy things going around that somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody said that it was okay to put tobacco in your vagina to enhance your sex life. Yo, you stupid. Don't be so stupid, fam. When was it ever okay to put tobacco in your vagina? And B, if it was okay, don't you think more women would be doing it? God damn. Ladies, I say this under the sound of my Britpop voice. I say this with my Britpop voice. Please don't put tobacco in your snatch. It doesn't belong there. Oh my God. What the hell? God damn. You want to enhance your sex life? Do yourself a favor. Less ataki and a more adui with your partner or with your husband or your boyfriend. That will help your sex life, not tobacco in your vajayjay. Oh my God. Light a candle. Put the candle out. What happened to the OG way? Like, hey baby, I got a candle out. It's that time. That enhances your sex life. Not, hey baby, you want to smoke this cigarette out of my vag? Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. I shouldn't even have to fucking say that. Tobacco does not belong down there. You're welcome. 2 podcasts that I would appreciate that you check out this week. The first one is the Art of Charm podcast episode, How to Stop Self-Sabotage. This was a really important episode that I found refreshing to learn cool things about, because I'm a self-sabotager. Hence why it takes me so long to get this podcast done, because I'm like, no, you can't do this. You're not good enough. Turn this off. Stop doing this. You shouldn't do this. Just don't do it. And I'm just like procrastinating, putting it off and off and off and on, because I'm like, yeah, you're right. You know what? I suck. Yeah. I'm not doing this. Fuck this. And then I hear all of your voices in my head going, no, Rambover, you must continue. And I press on. But that self-sabotaging thought where I'm not good enough because I'm not getting numbers like Joe Rogan, or I'm not good enough because self-sabotage, it's not cool. And I know that I could do better. And I promised myself that I can't stop doing this podcast till the day comes where I absolutely have nothing to say. I will not do this podcast. So I have to keep doing this podcast because it's important to me. I cannot quit. So many have come before me. So many have quit. I must keep this ship going. Rambover Radio, RamboverRadio.com. We will keep Rambover Radio alive. And it is alive because of all of you listening to the show. That's what keeps me going, is to knowing each week that I get a note from somebody, or a text, or an email, or somebody will stop me or ask me a question, or that y'all listen and you love it. That's amazing. That motivates me to keep going. The second podcast that I want you guys to check out is the Aubrey Marcus podcast with Peter Crone. And it's about allowing yourself to be human and expressing things, whether they're good or bad, but just understanding that You're coming from a place of wanting to learn, to rebuild, to grow your community, to grow yourself, to grow as a person. You're only human. You're only human after all. You're only human after all. You're only human after all, guys. And ladies, too, who get offended when I say guys because you're sensitive. You're only human. Allow yourself to be free. Allow yourself to express thoughts, comments, and concerns. But just know that you are not 100% solely your thoughts, that they are just thoughts and ideas. They are theories that you can test. When I tell myself that this show sucks and I shouldn't do it anymore, that is a thought that I have. And now I'm trying to get in the habit of saying, you know what? Let me test this theory out. Let me text Sensei Evan and ask him, hey, does this show suck? Should I quit? Should I stop doing this? Let me ask my homie Oscar. Hey, bro, I know you said you like this segment. I'm not going to do it anymore. Chances are those two people are going to go, no, you need to keep doing this. Or, oh, I loved what you did there. So then that disproves my theory that I suck and I shouldn't do this. Because there are two people who told me otherwise. There is my evidence disproving my thought. Therefore, it is just a thought and I throw it away. It is not truth. Okay, bye-bye now. Shout out to Oscar. Talking to a Tinderella. Whew. She was a hottie with the body. She was steamy. She was everything I wanted. Getting ready to ask her out. I was on OkCupid. And so OkCupid has like a little survey that you fill out to see if you're compatible or not, which I think is almost complete bullshit. With the exception of a few things. It's pretty spot on. And I was all set. I was ready to ask this chick out for coffee. And I read her question. Does she believe in conversion therapy? They ask you a question if you believe in conversion therapy. And conversion therapy, as you know, your dear host, Ryan Bopra, went through a low budget conversion therapy with a quote unquote tutor my dad sent me to, which was still shitty. Excellent tutor for school. Shitty as far as trying to tell me that being gay is bad. No, bitch. No, you're fired. But this little OkCupid chick said that gay conversion, there's nothing wrong with gay conversion therapy. I about fell the fuck out. I was like, bitch, what? The fuck, bitch? How are you a homosexual? I had to double back and check all her information. I went, wait a minute. She likes having sex with ladies. Check. It says here she's a lesbian. Check. She wants to have a relationship with ladies. Check, check, check. But you believe in gay conversion therapy? What kind of gay hater is this? I was just like, oh no, fam. Block, delete. Block, delete. She appeared to be the girl of my dreams until I read that question. I was like, oh God, girl. That is so wrong that people get electrocuted. I've seen people get electrocuted. I've seen people forced to watch tapes with their eyes open. I was told over and over again, I was made to watch tapes that being gay is wrong and shameful. And seeing that, how dare you? How dare you, lady? Conversion therapy is fucking wrong. I just don't know how you could spin that in a right way. Is somebody listening out here how they could spin gay conversion therapy as a good thing? Because it's pretty fucking bad. People are basically tortured. People suicide themselves over gay conversion therapy. So no, that is not okay. She is not Mrs. Right. She is Mrs. Wrong. And I blocked her. I will never get coffee or date somebody who thinks conversion therapy is right. Blech. That's just gross. You're a serious gay hater, even though you are gay, which is crazy. It's time for Customers of the Week. This week, I had to help Ricky's dad. Ricky,
Ricky, hello, Rambo bro, it's me, Ricky from the Congo. You need to help my dad, Bill Imbolo. He is in need of some vegetables, powdered vegetables. Can you help us? Oh God, Ricky's dad. Here we go. Excuse me. I am Ricky's dad, Mbolo. I need some veggies. I need some greens to take back to the Congo. Hey, okay, sir. Here are the greens. These have your fruits and vegetables. They don't replace real fruits and vegetables, but gives you a little something. What is that? What is this something you give me? I'm not giving you anything. I'm saying the greens will give you something. No. You must give me more information. I must know. What else? Why should I buy this product? I could buy fruits and veggies. And it's like, well, sir, you're the one who said you don't have time to eat fruits and vegetables, and you need to eat some fruits and vegetables. So now they're in a powder that you just add to any liquid and you drink it. That is it? Well, if I want more information. Oh, well, I'll give the audience more information about you, Mr. Bolo, and that is, you smell like dog shit. I could not even concentrate enough to give this guy any more information about these powdered greens because he smelled like absolute dog shite. I was like, oh God, is this what we're doing? What the hell is this? What is going on in the Congo? What? Bruh man came with the crocodile shoes, like Ricky, like father, like son. He had the crocodile shoes on and a suit. Dressed to the nines. Old head dressed to the nines. Getting ready to do the Bachelor, the Congo edition. But he smelled like dung. I was like, oh no, fam. I can't deal with you. And so I was just like, oh man, all right. Well, here's this other information that you can have. He's like, see, this is what I was talking about. The information I wanted. And then he turns around and walks away. Thank you, sir. I was like, oh God. Oh shit. And as he's walking away, I see his sock. And his sock looks like this motherfucker sock. Ricky's dead. First of all, most African old heads, when they wear the crocodile shoes, they don't wear socks with it. But I think he was a little bit more Americanized, so he's been here for a little while. But so my man's had I seen his sock, one sock. I didn't see the other sock. But the sock was draped over on the sides. And it looked like Daffy Duck's face when it looked like Daffy Duck's face when Bugs Bunny switches out the cigar for a stick of dynamite. I was like, fam, oh shit. Yo, who stuck the dynamite in your socks? My man's feet's exploding out the sock. I was like, oh, damn, fam. He's like, have a good night, sir. I see you later. I'm like, oh, shit. You ain't seeing nothing. Look at that sock. Look at your sock down there. It's all blowed out. Looks like a banana peel. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I was like, man. God damn it. I almost wanted to, because we sell socks at my work, ironically. Vitamin store that sells socks. But we sell these environmentally friendly socks. I almost gave them to him. Don't come back until you put these on. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. So, shortly after that, the craziest ass I have ever seen on a Caucasian lady came in, and the homie Oscar can vouch for this lady because she had the fake ass, but the fake ass looked so bad it was droopy in the back, like she had like a dirty diaper or something. And I don't know when did this become okay? Like, you know, if you want to have an ass, that meant you ate a lot of pasta and you did a lot of squats. Now, chicks are just putting like tubes up there and just injecting shit in there. And I can't comprehend it. I don't understand this bitch's ass. It was like, you could put Wee Man under there. If it started raining, you could put Wee Man under this chick's ass and he wouldn't get wet. Oh my God. You could hide a Volkswagen Beetle under there as a carport. This chick had a carport for an ass. Now, before y'all start going, hey, what about you, Rambo? But listen, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. Ooh, my other way. Baby, I was born this way. I was born this way, bitch. Okay? I'm trying to get rid of this ass. This Caucasian lady gave a doctor money to give her an ass like that. Oh, Jesus, I can't. Oscar and I were just in a state of shock. Like, what the fuck? We just got drive-by assed. What the hell is that? What the hell is this? What the hell is going on? Oh, my God. This chick's dumper was terrible. She needs to get her money back, and the doctor needs to give up his license. How dare you? How dare you? Some sound clips of the week, and we will end this shit. It feels like I've been recording this for days. Probably because that's true. Son of a bitch. I just want to leave you guys with this clip with this lady who believes that she's trying to save souls at Walmart, but she's trying to bring them back to Jesus. But her way of bringing them back to Jesus is very unorthodox. Here we go. Listen to this.
Motherfucker, I'm just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker. You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you please just let me check out my groceries?
Fuck you, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Wow, this is...
You gotta ask Jesus Christ.
I don't have to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not gonna force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
You motherfucking accuser. Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker. Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you what's going on?
I'm pissed because you won't repent.
Motherfucker! How dare you go against the brethren, motherfucker? This lady is off a rocker. I don't think calling somebody a motherfucker is how you bring them back to Jesus. I don't think that's how you get them to repent. You go against the brethren, motherfucker. Holy shit. The things that go down at Walmart. That's why I do my best to avoid Walmart, because there's nothing but motherfucking crazies there. Motherfucker. All right, that's it. I've had a fucking enough of this shit. And I'm sure you're done listening to this shit as well, too. But before I go, please like, share, and subscribe to Rambo Radio, RamboParadio.com. Tell a friend, but only if they're cool. No negative Nancy's, no sensitive Sallys. This is epic radio. Because I'm a true sayer, lie slayer. And I'm out.